I'm the brewmaster around here. What did you want?
New in town, eh? Here for... There's nothing like... Only the best in all of Riften. I own Riften Fishery. Started out with a single fishing pole and now I have an entire building and 2 boats to my name. Not bad for a middle-aged Nord, eh? Too bad I haven't had the same success helping this city shed its poverty. Nivenor thinks I'm wasting my time trying, but I disagree. Nivenor is my wife. How I was ever able to meet such a gorgeous creature is one of life's mysteries. We're at odds about my charity. She thinks the people in this town have become lazy and expecting a handout. I tried to include her in my lessons from Maramal over at the Temple of Mara, but she prefers to shop instead. Different strokes, eh?
Tell me something. Do you enjoy
Remember to
spending
give
Lady
at the
Maven's
temple.
gold for her?
If you're looking for a handout, you'll want to speak with my husband. If you're looking for company,
You do it
I
again.
suppose I could do worth.
Be at Beggar's Row with the rest of the riffraff.
I could have left it.
The waiting. The insufferable waiting. Here, I want you to have this. Don't ask, just take it.
You must take the lexicon. Free me of my burden. The memories, I cannot stand them. You must take them away, return them to Amunchenzell. You must take the lexicon from me. Please, take it now. You must bring it to Amunchenzell. In the west, return it to them. It must go back.
This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've al-
You have questions? Of course. That doesn't change anything. What? No! You expect me to believe that? It speaks the truth. My thanks to you.
Out with it. It would seem so. Thanks. Good luck out there.
I'm okay with the dark, but I've spent more than my share of time in camps already.
promised me you might be dealing arms to the skin. Is this true? I don't know what he's talking about.
Not now. Thanks. Couldn't have done that without you. I'm grateful for your efforts. Here, take this. I'll take my leave.
It is
now.
our most favorite company. I won't go back to I won't. You've been kind. I thank you.
Yeah?
May I just say it's a pleasure to have you leading the college. Really. No. All right then.
Archmage or not, my rules about books still stand. Well, well, I haven't seen one of these beauties in a long time. A rare find in the original Falmer language. You're damn right I'm interested. Question is, are you selling? Well, considering no one else in Skyrim would buy something they couldn't possibly read, I'd say you don't have much of a choice. Tell you what, you bring me books like this, and I'll pay 1,000 gold each. I'll even throw in a translated edition I have for free. Interested? Here you go. All this knowledge. There are more books to be recovered and secured in the Arcanium. All right. I wrote down the last place I'd heard about. Don't get killed. I don't care. As a matter of fact, there are. Have you ever heard of Shalador? Immensely powerful mage, back in the First Era. Had an understanding of magic few have ever matched. He holed himself up in Labyrinthian and devoted all his time to research and study. Wrote more than you would imagine possible. Since then, his writings have been scattered all over Skyrim, but are little use to anyone who can't translate them. I'm one of the few who can. I've heard whispers of more of his work having turned up. If you can track it down, it may prove useful to all of us. All right, then. Archmage or not, my rules about... still stand. All right, then.
There are few places where one can pursue my type of work without fear of persecution. You've already learned all I can teach you. Now, if you'll excuse me.
All this knowledge might have been lost were it not for you. Excellent. I'll start translating it. Shouldn't take me more than a day or two. I only just got my hands on it. I can only work so quickly. All right, then.
I knew I did something.
Never should have come here. Here we go.
Stay on your guard. Man off, I suppose. Who's there? Man off, I suppose. Another cave. I've spent enough time underground myself, but if you want to go in, I'm right behind you.
I don't claim the finest weapons and armor. Stay sharp.
It's so bright out here. I don't know how you stand it.
You know what's wrong with Skyrim these days? Everyone is obsessed with death.
Good to see you, dear. It has. Here, this is your half, love. I can. Here. And where would that be? I'll be here, my dear.
Yes? No. Why? It would be nice to not always be so thirsty. I'll speak to Fallion. I've heard he knows about these things. I'm going to go away for a while. I'll meet you back home when I'm done. I'll see you soon. I'll see you when I'm done. For now, I just need to do this.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. Everything's for sale, everything. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. Do come back.
It's a fine day with you around.
Ripe fruit? Life's hard enough with all these... That bard Mikhail is begging for a dagger up against his throat, the way he goes on about me. I heard him boasting at the Bannered Mare, saying he'll conquer me as a true Nord conquers any harsh beast. Huh. If you want to try, go right ahead. I don't think anything will get through that thick skull of his, though. Remember, fresh fruit and vegetables every day.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. I think I got a clean mug around here somewhere. Oh, Sadia.
Yes, Mum?
Don't forget to polish those glasses later.
Oh, yes, Miss Hulda.
Huh? I've got your back. Lead on.
If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires? Honest gold for honest work. Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. Need any? A fine day to you. The companions? In Jorvaskr? They're recruiting new members from what I hear.
The security in
I've got some
Whiterun is
mugsmiths
terrible.
scrubbing.
Shameful is what it is.
So, Mikhail,
If it's a lady,
what lit beat
Carlotta
last
put
time?
you up to this, didn't
Something
she?
upbeat?
I'm sorry,
A jig,
but that
maybe?
fiery widow
You
is
trying to scare
mine.
off my customers,
She
son?
just doesn't
Lively.
know it
Keep
yet.
it lively.
Maybe you're right.
That's not bad.
I guess
But
I
was
just didn't
thinking
want anyone to
Mogo's
think I
need
couldn't handle
really
one
gets the
Nord
place
lass. On my honor, I won't bother Carlotta ever again. Some parting advice? Women love sonnets.
Bits and baubles for sale. Oh,
I've got a hungry daughter to... Really? That lute player to stop chasing me? I'd thank the gods, but I'll settle for thanking you. Here's some coin for your help. Remember, fresh fruit and vegetables every day.
Need something? Hi there.
I need to ask you. Good. Glad we straight. Good afternoon. Need something? time to end this little game. You're as good as dead.
seen anything quite like that.
What was that?
Huh? Someone...
was that?
Now ain't this a surprise?
What's the hurry?
Soldiers. They're everywhere.
It seems our enemies have no end of spies,
I'm not the man.
saboteurs, and
I'm a weapon in
assassins
human
to send
form.
against
Divines
us.
bless you.
Unsheath.
Excellent.
Point me at the
You've
end.
done us a great service.
See your point.
Here is your reward.
Make the necessary arrangements.
Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend. Mutual advantage. Any fool can see that. For centuries, we have benefited from the Empire's protection and prosperous trade with the South. In exchange, the people of Cyrodiil sleep peacefully, knowing their northern border is guarded by the fiercest warriors in all Tamriel. Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city to keep.
Legate?
You.
Do you get to the Cloud
You know the
District very
Whispering
often?
Lady, don't you?
Oh, what am I
I
saying?
can tell.
Of course you don't.
What is it that you need?
Ulfred, patron of the great clan Battleborn. A name I'm sure you know well. Just one more thing the Greymanes want to blame on others. It's not my fault they turned their backs on the Empire, or their mule of a son raised arms against it. And yet, they want to heap the fault on my family's good name? Ha! You watch yourself out there. We Greymanes have been feuding with the Battleborns for years. There's no more bitter enemy than an old friend.
I always thought the new Harbinger would be taller myself. Mm-hmm.
What do you need, my friend? Good day.
Azura's wisdom to you, friend.
You're someone who can get things done. I like that. Let's not waste any time.
I always thought the new Harbinger would be taller myself. Until next time.
You've been a good friend to me. That means something.
I wouldn't have expected someone like you to be the Harbinger. Varys always worked for the companions. But there is a more personal task before me.
I like hammers and axes.
Kodlak's final teaching. I think he was right about beast blood and Sovngarde. I wish to cleanse myself, that I might know glory in the afterlife. I would be honored for you to accompany me, Harbinger. You still bear ahead of the Glenmoral betrayers, yes? Then lead on, back to the tomb of Ysgramor. My soul is now prepared. Put it
that way. Vilkas said you're...
Is it over? It's like waking up out of a dream. I can breathe more deeply now. I can't smell your heart beating the way I used to, but my mind is clear. This is a great service you've done for me, Harbinger. I will not soon forget. Now, I'd like to spend some time communing with Ysgramor. My soul is clean now. Perhaps he'll still welcome me when my time comes. Aye. May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
We've stopped. What is it? Let's go.
Why are my research materials constantly disappearing? All right, then.
We have survived difficult times, and are better mages for it. We owe you that, Archmage. Thank you.
All right, then.
All this knowledge might have been lost were it not for you. Looks like you're still in one piece, and more importantly, so is the book. Thank you. We were able to figure out the last text you brought in. I thought the least I could do is pass the knowledge along. Until next time.
Sibyl Stentor has a grasp of theory.
Do you have business with the court? Feel free to return to me with
If
questions.
I needed something from you, you would know it.
Open forum.
You've already learned all I can teach you.
Our borders are secure, but at the
Take
cost
care
of
of
the guards
yourself,
of
and
our
always
towns and
remember,
roads.
the world
Please
is
address
right.
all questions to the steward, Folk Firebeard.
Dogs stay outside of our borders, we're fine.
Steward, I have an idea that might help to bolster the morale of our people in this difficult time. I think we shall have a grand parade, and let General Tullius march his troops from the Blue Palace to Castle Dower in all their finery.
What a fine idea, my Jarl. However, I would suggest we wait until the war has ended. After all, the General needs his soldiers out in the field, fighting battles against the Stormcloaks.
I must protest, my Jarl. A parade would make you an easy target for a Stormcloak assassin. You're safer here in the palace.
Oh, very well. I can see there's no changing your stubborn Nord minds. But when this war is won, I will have my parade.
Yes, my Jarl.
Be quick.
Thane Bryling, at your service.
The Imperials are good for business, and business is good for Skyrim.
If you have business, please see Falk Firebeard, my steward. Oh, I thought that matter was handled. I think Falk is taking care of that.
I simply can't make do without me.
Be well. Pray
Do you
for
have
solitude
business with the
and
court?
my husband.
You mean the Dragon Bridge issue? I'll be honest with you.
What do you have to
I
report
was
about
planning
the
to
state
let
of
that
Hafingor's
go.
defenses?
Varnius
The
is a
news
bit
is the
jumpy
same
at the
as
best
been
of
for the rest
times.
of the war, Your Grace.
There
Our borders
have
are
been
secure,
reports of
but
weird
at the cost of
happenings
the
near
guards of our
Wolfskull
towns and
Cave.
roads.
Travelers
I don't see any reason why
disappearing,
we'd need
odd
them.
lights.
As long as those
I
dogs
suspect
stay
wild
outside of our
animals,
borders,
or
we're
perhaps
fine.
bandits.
The Stormcloaks
I
are
don't think
far
it's worth
from
our
the
time
only
with the
threat to
war
the
going on.
The roads are beset
But
by
if you want to
bandits
clear
and
out the
beasts,
cave,
and now there's
I'll
even
make
talk
sure
of
you're
bloody
repaid for your
dragons.
work.
My dear Bryling,
Feel free
barring
to
any
return to me with
fancy
questions.
and folly, the
Blue
good people of
Palace is
Haffinger are
open.
surely capable of dealing with the...
I wish only to graduate and enroll with the Legion. My drums will lead our troops to victory. And why wouldn't I be? We sing tales of kings, queens, and their politics, 'tis true. But do you know who really makes history? The person who writes it. Farewell, stranger.
Welcome to the Bard's College. I'm the headmaster here. How may I help you? Always a pleasure to meet a prospective bard. You should be aware that many apply, but we accept very few people. When possible, we ask applicants to perform tasks the college needs completed. In this case, I do have a task befitting an aspiring bard. Elisif has forbidden the burning of King Olaf, a festival put on by the Bard's College. We need to change her mind. To convince her, I want to read King Olaf's verse, a part of the Poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim. Unfortunately, the verse was lost long ago. Yes, according to Giraud, our history's keeper, the portion of the Edda dealing with King Olaf might still exist in Dead Man's Respite. I need you to retrieve the poem. Not much, but as a bard, I find the whole affair depressing. There are no heroes in this war, no winners to be had, and no real conclusion. If you want something a bard can dig into, look to the dragons. 1,000 years from now, Skyrim will have changed rulers dozens of times, but the return of the dragons, that story is once in an era. As you may be aware, Elisif's husband, High King Torrig, was recently killed. Elisif mourns her husband deeply, and she feels that a festival that burns a king in effigy is distasteful. I tried to convince her the festival is many centuries old and celebrates solitude, but I need proof. I believe King Olaf's verse will provide that proof. I think Giraud here would give you the best explanation of both it and the history of King Olaf's verse. You should speak to him about it. Not much, to be honest. Their return was a shock to us all. Gerard Germain has some tomes about them in the library if you're interested. I wish you luck in finding the verse.
Good to meet a prospective bard. He's sending you after King Olaf's verse, then. That's good. We shouldn't leave it lying around now that I've figured out where it is. The verse was Svafnir's contribution to the Poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim. Each bard adds to the Edda in his or her time. And a very ancient one. The verse criticized the reigning King Olaf. He was so incensed the bard was put to death and all the copies burned. At least, that's what we thought until I translated some ancient texts a year or so ago. We now believe King Olaf buried the truth with the bard. If I'm right, Svafnir and King Olaf's verse lie in Dead Men's Respite, along with the burial chamber of King Olaf himself. Be careful. You might find more than just King Olaf's verse in Dead Man's Respite. Remember, being a bard isn't just about the music.
Explosion?
I have faith that you'll return with King Olaf's verse.
the hurry?
Wolf Queen, hear our call and awaken. We summon Pokema. We summon Pokema. Long have you slept the dreamless sleep of death, Pokema. No longer. Hear us, Wolf Queen. We summon you. We summon Pokema. Summon with words bound by blood.
What? What are you doing? You fools! You cannot bind me to your wills.
Summon with words bound by blood. Something is wrong. There is an intruder.
Come on, let's see you put up a fight.
Sure.
Arise, Olaf. My vengeance is at hand. Jezargo is pleased, and more than a little jealous to greet the new Archmage. And were they magnificent? Oh, Jezargo takes this to mean it did not go well. This was not the intention, to be sure. It is true that Jezargo was slightly concerned there may have been problems. But you are not placed in harm's way on purpose. Still, you are a good friend to Jezargo now, for taking this risk. Jezargo thanks you. Then lead on, friend.
Good day, friend. Keeping well?
Khajiit guards your back. Jezargo only has so much room to carry things. We follow then. Khajiit will follow.
Perhaps we can go another few decades without a disaster. That would be nice. Perhaps we can go another few... You mean the official sort of business? But I can't help but notice that you're doing quite well for yourself. Rising through the ranks and all. It may not be official, but there is a project I've been working on. I wonder if perhaps you could assist with it. What? No, goodness no. At least I don't think so. No, it's just something I'd prefer to keep to myself. Just bring me some Dwemer cogs. I need to examine them. 10 of them should be enough for me to get a better understanding of how they were crafted. That's all I need, all right? I'm working on some very important research, I assure you.
We've stopped. I'm heading home, if you need me.
Steward, I will need the following reagents for my studies. Please see to them.
Miss Stentor, these are quite expensive. I trust you know how limited the Hold's funds are at this time.
Yes, and I'm also aware of how necessary my divinations and wards have been in the city's defense. My experiments are all I ask for in return.
Very well. But I suspect Her Grace will not be pleased.
And? I've seen Jarls come and go. This one only became Jarl because her husband died. She'll be replaced in a matter of months.
Miss Stentor, watch your tongue in the Jarl's court.
On threat of what, exactly? This city wouldn't run without me. Now if you'll excuse me, my work awaits.
You've returned. Good. What did you find at Wolf Skull Cave? Portema herself? Please tell me you stopped them. You've done a larger service to the realm than you could possibly know. A resurrected Potema. I shudder at the thought.
Thane Riley, what do you have to report about the state
May the
of
gods
Half-Coast
watch over your
defenses?
battles, friend.
The news is the same as it's been for the rest
Anyone
of the war,
with a
Your
stout
Grace.
heart like
Our
yours
borders are secure, but at the cost of the guards of our towns and roads.
I don't see any reason why we'd need them. As long as those dogs stay outside of our borders, we're fine.
Steward, I have an idea that might help to bolster the morale of our people in this difficult time. I think we shall have a grand parade, and let General Tullius march his troops from the Blue Palace to Castle Dower in all their finery.
What a fine idea, my Jarl. However, I would suggest we wait until the war has ended. After all, the General needs his soldiers out in the field, fighting battles against the Stormcloaks.
I must protest, my Jarl. A parade would make you an easy target for a Stormcloak assassin.
There's
You're
something
safer here in the palace.
personal I was hoping you would do for me.
Yes, my Jarl.
Falk told me what you did for us at Wolfskull Cave. He says you're someone we can trust. As you may know, Talos
nearly
worship
time
is
to collect
outlawed in the
taxes on
Empire.
your properties here
When
in
we
the city,
buried my
Riley.
husband, I made
We'll
offerings
need
to
to
all the
visit each
gods,
home for an
except
assessment.
Talos. I would like you to take an item of his, a war horn handed down from his father, and place it at a shrine of Talos.
Oh, well done. Very subtle.
No, but my husband, Torg, would want a proper
Oh, I'm
burial,
sorry. Did I
and this is the way Nords are buried in Skyrim.
Court business? You must forgive me.
Thank you.
Hold your
It
tongue,
would mean a
wizard,
lot to me.
or you're likely to lose it.
It's
I
a
should
fine
very
day
much
with
like
you
to see
around.
try it, my dear Steward.
Be well. Pray for Solitude and my husband.
Do you have business with the court?
Be
Anyone
quick.
with a
I have
stout
little
heart
patience
like
for
yours,
mundane concerns.
welcome
The
here.
Emperor's cousin, killed, right here in Solitude.
If I needed something from you, you would know it.
The Imperials are good for business, and business is good for Skyrim.
Thane Bryling, what do you have to take care
My
of?
duty is to keep the Jarl
Half-Coast
safe,
defenses.
not
The world
play
is right,
nursemaid
but
to
the
your
news
sick
is
man.
the same.
Oh, hello. Just tidying up.
Our borders are secure.
That's close enough.
You are taking us somewhere warm, I trust. Khajiit will follow.
Sabil Stentor has a grasp of magical theory that I would never have expected.
No doubt most folk in Skyrim consider the dragons terrifying. I find them wondrous.
If you have
Steward,
business,
I will
please
need the
see
following
Falk
reagents
Firebeard,
for
my
studies.
steward.
Please see to them.
Miss
Falk said I
Stentor,
could count on you.
these are quite
You have
expensive.
more than earned the right to purchase
trust
property
you know
and
how
take the
limited
next
the
step
Hold's
to becoming
funds
a
are
Thane.
at this time.
Speak to Falk when you have the
Yes,
funds.
and I'm also
and
aware
thank you.
how necessary my divinations and wards have been in the city's defense.
Be
my
well.
experiments are all I ask
May
for.
the
in
gods
return.
watch. Splendid.
And I've seen Jarls come
Wonderful.
and go. This one only
Here
became
is the
Jarl
key
because
to your
her
new
husband
home.
died. She'll be replaced in a matter of
I'd be
months.
glad. And of course.
On threat
Now,
of what exactly?
what would you like to
This
purchase?
city wouldn't
Very
run
well.
without me.
Is
Now,
there
if you'll
anything else
excuse
you'd
me,
like?
my work
Very
remains.
well. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well. I'll make the. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well. Is there anything else you'd? Very well. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Do you have business with the court? Certainly. What did you have in mind? Very well. Is there anything else you'd like to... Very well. Is there anything else you need? Aye.
With the passing of my dear husband Torrig, there is room in my court for a new Thane. It's an honorary title mainly, but there are a few perks someone like you could make use of. However, I could only grant the title to someone who is known throughout my hold, and who owns at least one piece of property in my city. You help my people and purchase a house from my steward, and I'll make you my Thane. Good luck to you. Keep the faith. General Tullius will win this war. Steward, when is my appointment to meet with General Tullius? There are some issues we must speak about.
I'm afraid he's had to reschedule, my grace. By all accounts, waging war takes his every moment.
Again? He can't simply cancel an appointment with a Jarl. He serves in my cabin city.
If anyone sneaks up on us, I'll smell them coming. Or I might not. We will see. We follow them.
What are you going to do after you graduate? I'm thinking of joining the Legion. I hear they're looking for scouts. Just think, me, a war bard.
Lady Atia has already arranged for me to perform in the court of the Jarl of Falkreath.
Better hope the war's over by then.
Ah, you've returned. How goes the task I gave you? I have to admit, I didn't think it would actually be there. Now, let's take a look at this. Oh no. This won't do at all. The copy is incomplete. It's aged to the point that parts are unreadable. And the parts that are readable, well, bardic verse has come a long way since ancient times. It means I can't read it to the court. Without the verse, I won't be able to convince Elisif of the importance of the burning of King Olaf festival. If she isn't convinced of the festival's importance, then she won't reverse her decision to stop the effigy burning. It means that the burning of King Olaf, which the Bards' College has held for time immemorial, won't be happening. Make it up? That doesn't seem appropriate. I suppose I could copy his style based on what you brought me, but I have no idea what happened in between these verses. Oh, Olaf, our subjugator, the one-eyed betrayer, death-dealing demon and dragon-killing king, your legend is lies, lurid, and false. Your cunning capture of Numenex, a con for the ages. King Olaf was Olaf One-Eye? He famously captured the dragon Numenex and took him to Dragon's Reach. What do we say really happened? Olaf did become king, and Numenex escaped later. It's entirely possible. And I'm sure the court will like that. I'm writing it in. Olaf grabbed power by promise and threat. From Falkreath to Winterhold, they fell to their knees. But Solitude stood strong, Skyrim's truest protectors. Olaf's vengeance was instant, inspired, and wicked. And they got the orders backwards. Yes, I'm writing that in. It should be good for a laugh from the court. It has a few final lines, but that's all we needed to add. I need to head to court immediately and present this. You should come.
Youngest bard at the Bards' College, at your service.
I do hope the court likes the verse. I think we've done an excellent job of recreating it. I think my voice is ready. I hope we've done this well.
Ah, Viarmo. I assume you are here to...
Thane Bryling, at your service.
The burning of King Olaf Festival.
I am, Jarl. I will covered this very day from the Bard's tomb.
You mentioned something that would convince us the festival should take place, but I didn't expect King Olaf's lost verse. Please proceed.
O Olaf, our subjugator, the one-eyed betrayer, death-dealing demon and dragon-killing king, your legend is lies, lurid, and false. Your cunning capture of Numenex a con for the ages. No shouting match between dragon and man, no fire or fury did this battle entail. Olaf struck a deal to make himself king. Numenex let go, though none tell that tale. Olaf grabbed power by promise and threat. From Falkreath to Winterhold, they fell to their knees. But Solitude stood strong, Skyrim's truest protectors. Olaf's vengeance was instant, inspired, and wicked. Olaf gave orders, Winterhold disguises, an attack on Solitude, total destruction to follow. His men dressed up and then went out to fight, but they reversed Olaf's orders, much to Winterhold's sorrow. So ends the story of Olaf the liar, a thief and a scoundrel. We of Solitude commit to the fire. In Solitude, bards train for their service. They also gather each year and burn a king who deserves it.
You have proven your point, Viarmo. The festival is truly a celebration of solitude and a condemnation of false kings.
I thank you, and the college thanks you, Jarl.
Furthermore, I believe that such a fine poem deserves some payment of patronage. The college will be moderately rewarded.
Oh, thank you yet again. I will make sure our applicant, who was instrumental in recovering the poem, will be well rewarded.
Sibyl Stentor has a
Unbelievable!
magical theory that I would
You've done
never
us a
have
great
expected
service here. I can't begin to thank you enough.
I want to begin stockpiling food and water
May
in the
songs
event
be
of siege, and I would like to
unbelievable.
oversee this work
Soon.
Wise
Things must be done properly. You will be inducted as part of the festival itself. I need you to go speak to Yorn. He was preparing the effigy of King Olaf. Tell him to finish the preparations. The festival is back on!
Run this city, Thane Eriker. Or have you forgotten?
Watch your feet. We just clean there.
Good evening. I'm Pantia Atia, the master vocalist.
I'm Dean of Lute at the Bard's College, and no, I don't give private lessons.
Ah, the bard-to-be. Did Viarmo send you? I'll tell everyone we're ready, but we'll start the festival at dusk. Come talk to me after dark. We'll get the festival started when you do. Ah, the bard-to-be. Great! Looks like you'll be one of us soon. We'll gather outside the college for the burning of King Olaf.
Thanks for convincing Elisif to put this on again. Thanks for convincing Elisif to put this on again.
You might as well have some sweets. I made them for the festival, after all.
Yorn is the best of the bunch. You should hear him sing.
You might as well have some sweets. I made them for the festival, after all.
Yorn is the best of the bunch. You should hear him sing.
Meat pies! Try one for free, come back for more!
I heard you're the reason we get to have this. Thank you.
Welcome, people of Solitude!
Burn the king!
We of the Bards College are pleased to be here to celebrate the burning of King Olaf. The festival would not have been possible without the dedication and hard work of our latest applicant. With the lighting of the effigy, he becomes a full-fledged member of the Bards College. Please welcome our newest bard. Actually, just a bottle for me today.
Sure, Sorex. Just like you did the last one.
The last one was a warm-up. I think they like you. Yes, congratulations. You are now a full-fledged member of the Bards College. Due to your adventurous nature, several of the college professors have some things they wish you to do. What's more, Elisif has declared the burning of King Olaf should become a weekly event. And finally, there's the matter of the patronage that Elisif wanted me to give you. Try one for free, come back for more. Get your meat pies.
You're home! Hey, I got you something. Hope you like it. Braith is a... You got me a... Thanks. Mama took... You got me a present? You're the best. Thanks. Papa!
Ma took... You got me a present. Thanks.
Yes. It has. Here. This is your heart, love. I can. Here. And where would that be? I'll see you there. I'll be here, my dear.
I'm a little busy at the moment. I've got all sorts of...
Yes, love? I'll be here, my dear.
Hey, Pa! Stay safe. Yes? Bye, Pa!
The palace looks so pretty. I wish they'd let me inside. Bye, Papa.
Yes, love? I'll be here, my dear.